This is a very different... I can't even, like, talk about this stuff. Today is January 26th. I have been very reluctant on making this specific video for multiple reasons. I come off as a person that I never want to put anything that's like not super positive on the internet. And so something like this is very hard for me to film. This is like harder than I thought. Okay, this time I have a good feeling about this. So basically, I have been on Zoloft for about 3 weeks now, and if you guys don't know what Zoloft is an antidepressant. Before I start talking about Zoloft and my experience so far, I just want to say I do not believe that an antidepressant is just the fix to everything, and that your sadness or your depression or whatever you were prescribed the medication for is just gonna go away. I believe it really does take the individual to try and make things better, and I don't want this video to get super dark. That is not my intent. This is not supposed to be a trigger. It's not supposed to make you feel down about yourself. Think that, oh, this medication isn't going to fix it, so what's the point? I don't want you to think that whatsoever. It's just, once you get to a certain point of depression and realizing it's not going away, and I'm sorry if this is a trigger, but constant, like, suicidal thoughts, it kind of kicks in with you that something's wrong. If it gets to a point where, like, alright, an antidepressant may help. I'm not uploading this video to have people feel sorry for me. If I can make this video and it can help somebody else who watches it, or somebody else who's looking for advice on taking antidepressants and how it can possibly benefit their lives, then yeah, I'm gonna post a video. And I honestly don't care if people do think that I'm trying to get attention, because I know that's not the truth. So I hit a point where I've never had that many suicidal thoughts on a day-to-day basis in my life, just consecutively, and just not going away. Driving and wanting to crash and wanting to die, or just being at home and thinking, like, what's an easy way to kill myself, you know, what's the least painful way, like, trying to even research into this, and it's just, I need help. I can't just keep ignoring this, so that's exactly what I did. So how antidepressants work is basically antidepressants balance the chemicals in your brain called neurotransmitters, and neurotransmitters affect your emotions and your mood. You will see an abbreviation commonly pop up alongside antidepressant, which is an SSRI. What SSRI stands for is selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. It's the more scientific word. What I would see commonly in comments of other people's experience is that antidepressants made them feel numb. It took everything away, and that they didn't feel happiness either. That they just felt like a zombie, emotionless, and just going through day-to-day life. Look at somebody else's life and you have it so much better than them. I'm so against that, because I think that's totally not the way that things work. You just can't say that, because you don't know what's going on in somebody's brain and what they're thinking and what they're feeling. He had everything. Why would he do that? He had the money. He could have went to Hawaii whenever he wanted, or the Bahamas. Maybe money isn't what makes him happy. Anyways, I'm getting off track with that point. When I was doing that research on how antidepressants took the emotion out of people and it made them feel really numb, I was a little scared to start taking it. It's a little too soon to say that I feel better or that it's not working at all, because in reality it takes a few months for it to truly 100% kick in and reap the actual benefits from the medication. You do start seeing little side effects and you can see slight results within the first few weeks of taking them. So in the very first week, I believe I had a placebo effect of like, oh, I'm finally getting help. I finally got something, that's going to make me feel happy. I think just knowing that in the back of my head, I had some sort of placebo effect. And like the first few days, I felt very good and very hopeful. And now that I'm going on to like my first official month of being on the medication, I do feel, honestly, I feel like my sadness has decreased, and I still have days where I'm upset. I had a day not too long ago where I kind of started freaking out. For the most part, I feel like there is a difference, and there's less sad days and there's more happy days. And I feel like the days that I do feel happy, that it feels like a different kind of happy. It feels like I can't even describe it, like a day from like years ago when I was super young and where like I didn't think about anything, I didn't stress, and I felt like just pure like in the moment happiness. I feel like I'm starting to get that feeling of happiness again, which is honestly amazing. I genuinely feel happy today. I still have my emotions, like even right now. Sorry, I was not supposed to get emotional in this video. I genuinely, like, I feel happy, I feel hopeful, I feel like, like things are going to get better. And it's just great. So if you guys are to the point where like you need help and you realize you need help, I say definitely go ahead and try it. Again, I'm only like about a month in. I don't know what it's actually going to be like a few months from now, but I do know for now I'm going to continue using it, and hopefully, down the line, it really does help me how it's helped some other people out there. Again, I don't believe that this is a cure or a fix to it. Eventually, I'd like to not be on anything and just be happy without any medication, but for now, I'm gonna roll with it. If any of you are wondering, I am on 50 milligrams of this medication. So basically your psychiatrist gives you whatever dosage they believe is going to help you, and you'll continue to see them, and based on how it's working for your body, they may either increase it or decrease it. Almost every day I do experience some sort of issue with having a really dry mouth, and it feels like no amount of water or anything on earth is going to quench my dehydration in my mouth. I think, your mental health and your well-being is much more important than having a dry mouth. Another thing is I have been feeling very tired, and I do have a very hard time waking up in the morning and getting out of bed, but that might just still be, like the side effects from just me before I even started taking the medication, of just me being sad and feeling depressed. Another effect that I have noticed from taking the medication is very, very vivid dreams. I've done research on this and seen multiple other people have been experiencing the same thing. Growing up, I was a dreamer. I was an active dreamer, so I did experience lots of dreams, and a lot of them would seem pretty realistic, but to the level of realistic that this dream was, it does not compare. It was insane. I woke up and I thought that what happened just actually happens. I've had that happen to me when I was younger too, where I woke up and I'm like, wait, where's that Christmas present I got in that dream? Like, Dad, you didn't get me? Really? Okay. No, like actually just, it was crazy. Another thing that I noticed is that my appetite has changed slightly. I have struggled with really, really bad binge eating in the past, and I noticed that while on this medication, I feel like my appetite has gone down a bit. I still have days, where I'm craving something really bad, or where I do overeat a bit. Overall, I have been eating less, and like knowing and feeling when my body is full and when I don't need to keep pushing. So that's all I'm really going to say in this video about Zoloft. I might make another update video in the future, maybe a few months down the road, just saying, how it's changed from the first month to 6 months in. I am still quite embarrassed to post this video, and I'm sure when I'm editing it, I will just feel weird about it, and I never thought I'd be posting any sort of video like this, and I know it's still gonna bother me even after it's uploaded, because it's just not how I like to portray myself whatsoever. But I want to be real, and I want to be open, and I want to genuinely help somebody out there that is also struggling with the same thing. If exposing myself a little more and doing something that makes me feel uncomfortable is going to help somebody, at the end of the day, I'd rather do that. If you guys are struggling, I do believe that there is help out there, and we just need to take the steps, the proper steps to fixing ourselves mentally and being happy again. And I believe it is possible. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and do not forget to subscribe to this channel. I will be posting more videos in the future, and I think you might enjoy them. Peace out, guys.